elaborate a little bit more on what does a social selling strategy look like now, at the business and professional level as it did years ago when you were carrying the sales professional demo in a notebook or something.
Well, I mean, when I think about creating a plan, and this is, I do a lot of work with organizations, sales and marketing orgs to pull their strategy together first, which I think is critical before you roll out a training program, by the way. And then from the seller's point of view, I think it's super important, especially because you have to start by defining the characteristics of the ideal buyer. Now, this should be obvious at this point, but it's amazing to me how many groups I'll talk to or organizations I'll go into, and you know what? I'm sorry, but it's not everybody who's has a pulse. I mean, sure, they can all buy from you, but if you really want to be very effective, I'm fond of saying that if you're targeting everyone, you're targeting no one. So your plan starts with really being clear on the characteristics of that buyer persona, and that's going to be different. I think between, if you serve different industries and that sort of thing. Next is thinking about the kind of training you need for yourself. And there's plenty of great opportunities to get training. You're getting training right here today. There's more formalized training like what Greg does and others. And then I also think you have to think about your messaging, which, by the way, I hope we get a chance to jump into this topic because I am so tired of the crappy emails and phone calls that are just horrible, and how anyone thinks that's going to drive a sales outcome, I just don't know. Yep. Then finally, by understanding the buyer, it'll inform which platform you'll tend to use in social media. Big clue, it's not every single one of them. You have to really target your activity and effort. And then, as I said, we need to measure because there are so many things that you can measure and track, not the least of which are new leads and opportunities, net new sales meetings, new inbound calls, all these sorts of things. So, it's not, your question, Martin, was like, is this different than back in the day? Not really, because even when I started in sales and we didn't have the sophisticated technology that we do today, I still had a sales plan for myself. I still knew what I was trying to accomplish, and I still thought about what my buyer cared about. So I don't think it's that different. It's just now that we're factoring the, the online.